Another point 2 off overnight, lads. First thing I do every morning, I get the dressing gown back on and then come out and say good morning to my young fella. Just take in a breath of fresh air after a good night's sleep. The like wake routine is just bang on the exact same. There certainly is no need of an alarm, I tell you that much. This is what the week has been looking like, so lads. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we started 67.5, 67.2, 67 this morning, and we'll just pull up where we were at last week as well. So 70.6 last Monday, and we ended the week on 68.5. So from Sunday to Wednesday, 1.5 kilos off. I'm just hydrating myself. I am going to go and pose. The only adjustment that has been made like in the last week or so we're sitting now at 10 days out, which is crazy, is cardio on Monday morning, I want to say, was dropped down to 30 minutes. Everything else has stayed the exact same. Food has stayed the exact same on training days and on rest days. So today, as of now, I'm going to check in. We'll see if rest day food is staying the same. And if it is, like I said last night, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. We'll have our potatoes, our baby potatoes to look forward to tonight, which would be absolutely delicious. Picture sent. We are about to send it for 30 minutes. And we'll check back in when the boss man gets back with the plan of action for today. Hydration getting wrapped up. Pineapple and strawberry this morning, lads. Pineapple and strawberry. I'm enjoying. Messages are rolling through. We're about to get stuck into the workday. But plan of action for the day moving forward, lads. 10 days out. I am bloody excited. So Keane got back to me, was just wrapping up the 30 minutes of cardio. So firstly, which I'm most excited for, which sounds so weird, lads, I know, call me a weirdo, but steps. Firstly, steps been brought down to 14,000 today, which is lovely. I'm currently sat on 1,600, so that's not too bad. Just going to get them done in between meals and everything today. Obviously dog walk, just moving about. I have a couple of places to go as well and a couple of jobs to do, so they will get done, and the steps shouldn't be an issue. So main thing here now, again, just listening to the boss, just everything as said, just trying to bring fatigue down. You know, the main thing is just like starting to freshen up now. In terms of fat loss perspective, he thinks, you know, we're nearly pretty much done for this first show, I suppose you could say, anyway. So that's the first plan of action. Then food plan has been updated. I will actually pull up the food plan for you here. So today's a rest day. We'll talk about training day tomorrow. There's a little bit of extra food going in training day. So we have potatoes staying in, which will move to rice. Rice-based food is typically just going to digest better now coming into peak week and everything like that. Just rice-based foods. But potatoes are staying in there today, which is nice. Same quantity. I have a portion of rice going in. So my 52 grams of jasmine rice will go in somewhere throughout the day, probably early enough, to be honest. Maybe in like meal 2 with my mince, or I potentially have it with my egg whites. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. I'll put it in early enough anyway. There's no need to have it too late. And then an additional 25 grams of dark chocolate is going in. And you know where that is going, lads? And probably not in the form of dark chocolate. We're going to do it as peanut butter. I've been doing, over the last couple of days, I was saying it to Keane, just so he's in the loop as well, I've been doing a little bit of dark chocolate and a little bit of peanut butter with my creamy at the end of the day. And it just hits, just that peanut butter. You know the drizzler? The drizzler one that you get in the shops? Absolutely beautiful. So stay tuned for the cream of rice bowl, getting a little bit of peanut butter on there, I reckon, which would be absolutely delicious, which is sitting in the fridge right now. So that's the adjustments for today. He basically just said, we're going to just potentially just start linearly loading a small little bit from here now, nothing crazy at all. But I don't think I'm going to need it. I'm 67 kilos. There isn't going to be any massive pushing of food. Main thing for me that I'm most excited for is just dropping fatigue, being able to pose well and everything like that. So I'm going to crack on with the day's work. We're going to have a good day. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm going to take you through, see what we get up to. Click that subscribe button, lads. Drop the video a like. We're 10 days out. 12 o'clock, meal number 1, lads. Chicken salad. So we have 200 grams of chicken, 75 grams of pineapple, lettuce, pepper, sauerkraut, kimchi. Going to get my mustard, going to get my ketchup. Salt is already on. So we're going to have that salad, and I'm just wrapping up the first shift of the day, I suppose you could say. It's really annoying. My Osmo is not going to be ready, lads, within the next week, which is super frustrating. So if there is anyone on here who wants to hook a man up with a brand new Osmo, because they're not cheap, and I do not have the money to be spending on a new camera right now at this point in time, send out an Osmo. Send out an Osmo, and I will send it back a week later to you so I can document show number 1 the way I want to document it. Had to bring Dan in her chicken salad, so I snuck a bed. They've all new bulbs inside there though, so I'm not able for many minutes at all. Get that base coat of tan for next week, yeah? Lads, I am dragging. I'm not going to lie, I am dragging my feet a small little bit. I'm tired. The daily kind of monster is going to go in nice and early. I reckon we're due another heat wave as well, lads. Strawberry dreams. First carbs of the day going in, lads. We've got rice. This is the rice portion that was added into meal number 2. So we've got mince, rice, pineapple, veg. Get on. Just 5 minutes, do some messages, do the bits, then back to the laptop. This is my first peak week as well, lads. Coming into it, 10 days out, of course. I want to be able to share as much in detail as possible with you, because that's the fun part, isn't it? Especially for the people, who've been following along throughout this whole journey, seeing, what way the body's going to respond and everything now over the next number of days. That chicken and rice went down absolutely lovely, and just continuing through work here for the next little while, and then we will have cream of rice. Cream of rice, sludge. I haven't decided what sludge it's going to be. I'm unsure, lads. I'm unsure. The problem with the Perform and protein in general at the moment is too many bloody flavours out there. You're really better off to just stick with 1 or 2, because you can get stuck down a rabbit hole, I reckon, in terms of flavours and what you'll be buying and everything. But main goal, from here now, as Keane said in the message this morning, when he was giving me the updates and adjustments, was, the digging is done. It's about freshening up from this point now, and when he said steps are at 14k, they're at 14k, not me thinking, right, I can dig here now for more condition and I can end up at 20k. And I just said to him, I said, look, no, that's not the mentality I have right now. Maybe I had that last week, but it's about bringing the freshest look. It's about bringing the best look that we can to stage, and that best look is going to come from me just listening to literally everything that he is going to say. Literally everything, and that's all I can do, is be told what to do on a daily basis. Do that, tick the boxes for him, because he's navigated all this way through. Yeah, I've the one that's done the work, but he's going to be the one that's going to help me land this plane now. And that's what it's all about, and that is going to be bloody exciting. So we've got 10 days of doing all that leading up to it, which is going to be super fun. So we're going to land on 14k and just make sure that we do. We're already on 8.5, so we're not doing too bad. It's just about managing that and just keeping it there. It's just had a busy day, again, fine when I'm sitting at the desk, but then having to run around doing fucking, dropping the dog to the groomers, going to the shop, going here, going there, having to do all those different things. Like, the steps do add up, but it leaves me less stressed getting to the end of the day and knowing I don't have any steps to do. which is nice too, to be fair. So crack on here now for the next couple of hours. Keep me busy. That's the most important thing. The busier you are, you're not idle, and we're going to have a good day. A good day, to be fair. Going to go run some posing as well, probably after meal 3, when more carbs go in, and just see how things are going, because posing still needs a lot of practice, lads. The routine, the routine just needs doing, to be fair. Needs doing, I tell you that much. It is happening. We've got chocolate fudge, cream of rice, 50 grams as always, 75 grams of raspberries, and then we've got our sludge on top, carrot cake sludge today. That is the beauty of it. That's only 13 out of the 25, but I actually picked some of this up. They have it in Aldi now as well, lads. A little bit cheaper, probably about €1 cheaper, the squeezy peanut butter. So get it in Aldi. I'm going to go make love to this. I am, but we've got more to put on yet. We are going to appreciate this moment. Some bloody peanut butter. You know, the beauty of not having to do as much cardio this morning, not having to do as many steps today, more time spent here, and people who are starting next week, I'm ahead of myself, and the feeling is like no other, just getting ahead. And on that note, the coaching link is always in the description below, lads. I am so eager right now to just work with people who are on the same wavelength as me, who are in a position that want to go to a place, who want to reach a goal and are really struggling to get there. You know, it's, again, a very, very simple process. Just reach out, you know, do not be scared to reach out to me, have a chat about coaching. We may not even end up working together. You know, I mightn't be a good fit to work with you. You know, you mightn't vibe with me. You know, that's a big part of the coaching process, is like building a really good, strong, trustworthy relationship. So I have my trust in you, you have your trust in me, and things just work, you know. But if you're willing to put the work in, you know, you're struggling with where you're at right now at the moment, please do reach out. We can have a chat and we can see, can we get coaching going with you, because I've got spaces and I want to work with people, man. I want to help change people's lives. Like, look what I've done myself, you know, with Keen over the last year. You know, think about, you know, the position you might be in yourself at the moment. Is that something that you know yourself you need to do? You know, just have a think about that. You know, have a think about that. Have a chat with me about it. I love chatting to people about it, man. I absolutely love it. Tell you, that's a better way to finish the steps off, I reckon, for the evening, lads. Look at that. You know, I was just having a think to myself, lads. You know, what is, at this point, 10 days out, kind of the hardest point, the hardest thing about prep, and where I'm at right now, the hardest thing as well. And it's not the hunger. It's not the hunger whatsoever. You know, I haven't gone to bed hungry once all prep. I haven't complained about hunger once. I think anyone will tell you that. It's the energy. It's the energy, and I know that's something I always say. It's the energy, you know, as the day goes along, that you just miss. It's, for me right now, the, like, life at the end of the day, you know, it's all throughout the day, to be honest. Like, even within training now and everything, you know, those latter few weeks, being able to, like, give life, you know, like, for many people who might know, like, I used to be a full-time farmer, you know, and I'd have no issue going milking a couple of cows, like I would for fellas now during the summer and everything like that. But best believe not something I can do coming up to these shows now, because I just haven't got the drive, you know what I mean, which is absolutely mental. Like, can you imagine ending up in a scrap at this point in time? Like, I'd just lie down and let someone go at it, because I could not give anything. But it's just like the energy, which I'm absolutely buzzing to get back. The hunger, no issues whatsoever, and that's the beauty of, you know, the way that we've set up the diet. But just wrapping up the steps, wrapping up the day, going back in for the last couple of meals, and we're going to have a nice chill evening for the last while. It is kind of late, but you know what I noticed as well, and I'm definitely going to notice a lot over the next couple of days, well, 10 days, is chances are, and it could be with hunger as well, lads, it probably will be, the more Keen feeds me, the hungrier I'll get. okay? Because the body obviously naturally, you know, it's like where people go wrong is where I've gone wrong with the reverse over the years, is when the body and the brain gets that little bit of food, it's like, right, now is our chance. And obviously hunger levels are going to pick up with that, which I'm prepared for, I am. But I also think as steps come down that little bit, if they do more, the more food that I get, the more tired that I'm probably going to feel. And I'm just hoping I don't have that too much, because it's freshening up now is what we kind of want to be doing, you know. Especially for me, I just want to be fresh. I want to be able to like pose well, pose hard, and like have the, you know, have the energy there to pose, you know. That's a big thing. But we've got lots of work to do, and we're going to sit back. We're going to do it. Well, we're not going to sit back. We're going to stay standing, and we're going to get it done. Still have 2,000 steps to do. Still have 2 meals to get in, and we're going to get it in. Coaching work is wrapped up for the day. Another very good day of work. And I said, right, I'm going to get the long cut. I cannot wait to just be able to have the energy to come out here and get this garden in order for the rest of the summer and enjoy it with Danielle. Maybe get a barbecue going, lad, because we haven't been able to do any of that yet. I'm looking forward to documenting it all on here. But that is 10 days out. Rest day wrapped up. Back in for upper tomorrow, lads. Just take a deep breath. I hope it got you through a cardio session. I hope it got you through a meal, whatever it is that you're up to. I appreciate everyone that is following along right now where we're at. We're so close. So close to stepping on stage for the first time ever, boys. Absolutely mental. Get that vitamin D into you. And drop the video a like. Comment down below if there's anything you do want to see. Subscribe, as always, if you haven't already, lads. It takes literally just... And I'll see you tomorrow.